where they can hear me. Last week's episode, in the heat of, not the heat of what we were talking about, but kind of like the seriousness, we totally forgot to thank our new manager.
You formerly known as intern.
Yeah.
She is now a manager.
Yeah, it started as a bit where we just called her the intern for the Master Debaters episode, and we were like, hey, wait, you actually do, like, marketing and journalism. Do you want to help us, like, come up with better episodes and, like, how to talk? And, like, so she's been doing incredible outlines for the past few, and ones that you'll hear, obviously, from here on out. But a huge thanks, because last week's episode was such a heavy topic, and she got us some really awesome information.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of research and a lot of information that we had to get, and, you know, there's a lot of things going on, and she was, like, more than willing to, like, actually put in some work and help us out, so that was incredible. We could not have done that episode without her.
Absolutely not.
And
this week's episode too. This is fucking hysterical. Yeah. She found some good ass shit for us to talk about. When I was reading them and, like, looking into them later, I was, like, losing my mind just at, like, first off, these pranks are funny. Yeah. But secondly, like, I wonder what she Google searched for it.
Yeah.
It was probably something lame like funniest pranks in history.
In history.
But either way, she found some, like, good shit.
History prank. But yeah, like, what we're really hoping for, and I know it's going to happen, is, like, future episodes from last week on out will be better because of it. And so we want to thank you for that. So show her some love. She actually changed her Twitter handle. It is no longer @intern. It is now @manager
/ research assistant.
/ friend.
True. Well, no, it's really nice though, because even the episodes, because we've gotten some really awesome positive feedback lately. People have been like, hey, the episodes lately have been really good, like really good episodes. And that was still in part because of her. Like, she was like, Parker, you guys are fucking idiots. This is true.
Okay.
She said, you guys just have to write down what you're going to record, or figure it out more than just an hour before you sit down and record.
We were bad about that. We were very, very bad about that.
And so now it's the past, like, 3 or 4 we've had planned for a while. So there was at least that leg up, and I think from last week's episode on out, the episodes are just going to get better and better because of the research. Until we hit the Marvel Sphere episodes, because we're just going to talk.
Baby.
There's no way she can possibly comb the internet deep enough for what we know.
Here's what I'm going to say is we're now doing this thing too, where we get to record out of order, because we have a fucking schedule and outlines and shit. And we did a Captain Marvel in-game theory episode.
It's coming.
And oh my god, I just, for all you people out there that don't think I talk enough, you are going to be like, I hope you go back to normal.
I have to go play the moon landing episode. I need to hear Parker's voice some more.
Yeah. So, but really, big thanks. We're going to shout out one time to manager. Thank you so much. And let's get into this, because we're deep into the episode already.
Are we?
We're already 18 minutes in.
Oh, damn. All right. So you hit this first one. You hit this first one, baby.
All right. So in the spring of 1978, 2 students at the University of Wisconsin, I can't fucking read, ran for student government as candidates of the facetious Pail and Shovel Party.
Hey guys, I have this idea, right? Okay, listen, put down the cheese, because Wisconsin, cheese, baby. We're gonna do political body, right? And we're gonna do only beach themed names. All right, guys, it's the Pail and Shovel Party. Bring out your Hawaiian t-shirts and your mimosas.
It was mostly a joke, but they ended up getting elected. One of their campaign promises was to move the Statue of Liberty from New York to Lake Mendota near campus.
Hey, what do you guys think? You think we can get a cultural American icon over to Lake Mendota?
And of course, no one expected them to actually do this until one day.
This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever read in my life. I'm so sorry, I know we haven't gotten to it yet, but this is the funniest fucking thing.
One day in February, rising up out of the frozen lake was Lady Liberty herself. Her gigantic green head and glowing torch was floating above the icy surface.
Ooh, chilly.
The two students told everyone that they had the statue flown in by helicopter, but the cable holding it had broken on the way, and Lady Liberty crashed through the ice.
Can you just, like, fucking imagine two Wisconsin moms? It's like, oh, hey, Becky, how you doing? And they're just, like, fucking on... It's like, chilly, so it's like a walk with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, let's go. Yeah. Like, let's go for a walk. You know what I mean? It's not some sort of leisurely stroll. So they're fucking... They're in their leg warmers because it's like, what, 78? You know this looks like...
cold as fuck.
Yeah. They've got on their earmuffs and their fucking leg warmers and their, like, tight little 1978 booty pants. You know what I'm talking about? You know the ones that work out in? The stretchy pants.
Right.
And she just... It's like, hey, Becky, do you see that over there in the lake?
That's not supposed to be there.
That looks like Lady Liberty.
Imagine.
This is not New York.
It is winter retreat. You guys got a house, a lake house for the weekend.
Up on Lake Mendota.
You wake up. Okay, you're hungover as you've ever been. Like, you can hardly walk. You walk outside, and you see Lady Liberty's head poking up out of the frozen lake. It'll sober you right up.
What the fuck did we do last night? Hey there, bud.
But here's the real story. They had the statue head built out of wire, paper mache, and plywood, and just hauled it onto the lake.
Just fucking... That's the funniest fucking thing.
Imagine
I don't know why this one hit me so hard. I don't know why this one hit me so hard, but can you just imagine? It's like the bit I was doing at the beginning. Like, these were just a bunch of, like, frat dudes, right, that are probably senators now.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's do this thing, right, guys? They're talking, and they're like, they're just pounding natty ice, right?
Having a good keystone.
And they're like, what if we took the Statue of Liberty and just put it in the lake?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they were eating hella mushies.
And that's why they ran. It was like, hey, we're just gonna tell people that we're
and then they had the white privilege enough. I'm just assuming. I am just assuming because it's Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin in 1978, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna do this thing,
mm-hmm.
and then they were like, and then we're gonna commission somebody,
right, to make it.
No, wait, I changed my mind. They didn't commission anybody. They were like, hey, remember that nice night we dropped hella mushrooms and decided to throw it in?
Do
like,
it again.
We're going to do hella mushrooms again and build the head of the Statue of Liberty. It comes up out of the water. It looks nothing like her.
It's just green.
It's like an alien blob. I think that's my favorite prank that
in
we
the
have.
world ever.
No. But... in this.
Go ahead, Parker Berry.
All right. In this one, we're going down to Sydney.
Sydney, Australia.
It was 1956.
What?
Oh, the champion.
Are you okay? You need me to do this one? It's 1956. The Olympic flame is in the city of Sydney. A champion runner named
Harry Dillon
was scheduled to carry the torch into the city and present it to Mayor Pat Hills. At last, a runner came sprinting into the city. The crowd's cheering. They're losing their fucking minds. He's making his way to the podium and he hands the torch over to the mayor. And he's going into this speech. He doesn't even think about what's going on until someone, hey, that old torch.
We're still in Wisconsin right now. You gotta go to a Sydney.
Hey, my friend.
It's like shrimp on the bobby. Hey, Mr. Mayor.
I don't think I can do it.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, I do have to tell you something.
I think this is more northern.
There's a koala. I'm in Wisconsin too. There's a wallaby. There's a... that's not the torch.
That's not the torch.
So the mayor looked down and realized that he was holding a fake torch constructed from... This is pretty fucking funny, too. A wooden chair leg painted silver and a can stuffed with a pair of kerosene-soaked underwear. And the dude that passed it was just gone. just not there. And this guy's name, funny enough, is Barry Larkin. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Harry Dillon,
Pat
Barry,
Hills.
Barry Larkin. What's the deal? Do we have any Australian listeners?
What's the deal with Australian names?
What's the deal with all the Australian names?
I don't think we have any Australian Australian listeners yet. They're going to be very upset when they listen to this episode and they hear our god-awful accents, though.
I'm still stuck on that cheese state, you know?
But here's the thing. They did it because they felt that everyone just cared too much.
Yep.
And that it was time to make fun of everyone.
I think that's funny because I think when you take something that's like super serious and you turn it into a joke that's not mean-spirited, it's just funny. Like those guys, they got away. They got away with it.
Yeah. They had a standing ovation when the runner returned to school. He had a standing ovation, and the headmaster said, "Good job, son."
Hold on, let me try to do it. Shrimp on the barbie. Good job, son. Good job, son. There's a crocodile in the streets, mate, and look out. There's a flying crocodile. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Australia seems very cool. But you guys have spiders that eat entire birds. And that's just not cool. Not cool. Dingo. A dingo, mate. We got a dingo.
Dingo
Good
babies.
job, son. There we go. There it is. Good job, son. Hey?
Also,
mate?
I think if we want to talk about pranks, and this is not in the outline, so I'm taking a little bit of an improv. Okay, greatest prank of all time, the Australian people to England, right?
Yeah.
Because England was like, fuck these prisoners. We gotta, like, get them somewhere else. And they ship a boatload of prisoners off to this giant desert island.
Of death.
And they're like, they'll never survive. And they go back to, and they're gonna like, let's take a, remember that time we took some prisoners up there? And they go back, and they're like, hello, mate. And they're like, we have a governing body now.
Never reckoned we'd see you again.
and then they're like, they're a government now? And
they have an opera house. They have Nemo.
They filmed it there. I saw it with my own eyes.
They have birds that carry fish to dentist office.
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. That's all I know. That's what we say.
That is what we say.
I need to... This fucking next one. God.
Let me set the scene. Let me set the scene here. It's World War II. Shit's bad, man.
Fuck the Nazis.
Shit is very bad. Alright.
Fuck the Third Reich.
We've got some British soldiers, and they're like, you know what? We want to just fuck some shit up. You know, it's not likely that we're going to win this right now. Things are looking bad for us. So let's get them where it counts, okay? So some British soldiers come together. They invent and smuggle a strong itching powder into the Third Reich. And you know where they put it? They put it in everything.
Everything.
Clothes. Hats. They put it in condoms.
Oh, Peter. Come here. Here's the thing. Okay. I had this, like, crazy idea that what if we totally fucked each other right now?
Listen, I think that is the best idea. It has been long